Okay, so last topic tayo for strength of materials. So we have wait lang ah. So ito yung last topic natin sa strength of materials 3. We have the superimposed loads and ductility. So anong ibig sabihin ng superimposed loads? Okay, so halimbawa, meron tayo ditong simply supported beam, right? So ito yung ito yung beam natin. Then meron tayo dyan support. Okay, sa magkabilang dulo. Then in-apply natin ang load W. Okay, then kapag chinek natin yung ang tawag dito, yung cross-section niya. So, ganito siya. So, halimbawa, tatlong magkapatong na, meron tayo dito, tatlong magkapatong na plank or wooden plank, say for example. Okay? So, eto magkapatong na wooden plank na yan, hindi yan magkakadikit. So, pinatong lang talaga siya. Okay? So, tawagin natin itong plank 1, plank 2, then plank 3. Okay? So, tatlong material yan. Okay? So, it's either same yung ano niya, same wood, okay, wooden plank lang, pero magkakaiba-iba yung sizes niya. Then pinagpatong-patong lang natin siya. Okay? So since superimpose, ibig sabihin yan, walang connection niya na magdidikit diyan sa in between itong 2 and 1 and 3 and 2. Okay? So assume natin na walang connection and also frictionless. Okay? So assume natin na frictionless yan. Okay, so itong W na to, 'di ba? Kung matatandaan ninyo, magkukos yan ng bending moment dito. Okay? And ito yung cross section niya, right? So matatandaan natin yung ano bang tawag dito, yung maximum moment natin pag ganitong case, okay? Uniformly distributed load, so we have WL squared over 8. Okay? So halimbawa, ito yung M max natin diyan. So therefore, madidistribute yung moment natin diyan dito sa kada plank natin. So, ibig sabihin, itong plank 1 natin, so meron niyang sariling moment, tawagin nating M1. Then, ito naman, sa plank 2, tawagin nating M2. Then, itong plank 3 natin, sa pinakataas, meron siyang sariling moment, M3. Okay, so itong M max natin, that is equal to the summation nung individual moments natin. M1 plus M2 plus M3. Okay? Then since superimpose siya, okay? So magkakayo hindi yan pinagdikit, ano? So ang ginawa, pinagpatong-patong lang 'yan. So pagdating sa moment of inertia, okay? That is equal to summation lang din ng individual moment of inertias. Okay? So ang ginagamit natin dito, centroidal moment, bakit? Kasi kung maalala ninyo, 'di ba? Halimbawa, kapag T-beams, okay? So kung titingnan natin dito, itong flange na to sa taas, nakadikit sa web. Okay, that's why kailangan natin i-compute yung transfer moment of inertia. So ita-transfer pa natin yung moment of inertia nitong sa taas dun sa combined moment of inertia nitong dalawa. Okay? Unlike dito kasi hindi sila magkadikit, magkapatong lang. That's why pinag-add lang natin yung mga moment of inertia niya. Okay? Then next, okay, pagdating sa radius of curvature, 'di ba? Natatandaan ninyo yung explanation ko dito, m over ei. Okay? So itong ah tawag yung curvature natin dito, okay? That is equal to the individual lang din. Okay? So we have E1, I1, M2, E2 over I2. That is also equal to M3 over E3, I3. So magkakapareho lang po yan. Okay? So, ayan. So yan yung mga formulas natin pagdating sa superimposed loads. Okay, then next. Okay, let's try to solve some problems here. So problem 1 tayo. So the two perfectly smooth plates are laid flat on each other as shown. The combination is made to span 3.6 meter carrying 2 kilonewton per meter including the weight of the member. So, kasali na yung self-weight, okay? And the modulus of elasticity is 18 gigapascal for the upper plank and 16 gigapascal for the lower plank. A, find the ratio of the moment carried by the upper plank to the moment carried by the lower plank. Okay, so paano ba yan? So, ito yung plank natin. So, pangalanan natin itong plank 1, then plank 2. Then, hindi siya magkadikit, pinagpatong lang yan. Right? So, paano natin makakuha yung ratio ng moment ng upper plank doon sa ratio ng moment carried by the lower plank? So, ang gagawin natin sa part A, we use this equation. Equate natin yan. So, kung matatanda natin, so meron tayong plank 1, plank 2. So, we have moment ng 1 over E1, I1 is equal to moment ng lower plank over modulus of elasticity yung E natin, ano, then I2. Then, pag equate natin yan, itong M2, lagay natin dito sa baba. Okay? Then, that is equal to, yung E1 natin, okay, sa upper plank, we have 18 gigapascal. So, gawin natin megapascal. We have 18 times 10 raised to 3. Then, yung I1 natin, that is equal to BH cube over 12, 300 times 50 cube over 12. Okay, then sa lower plank naman, so we have 16 times 10 raised to 3. Then, yung ano natin, moment of inertia dito, so we have 200 times 75 cube over 12. Okay, that is equal to ilan? So we have 1/2. So, ibig sabihin, yung ratio ng moment ng upper plank, ito, that is equal to 1/2. Okay? So, ayan. Nansara na natin yung part A. How about part B? So, part B, calculate the moment carried by the upper plank. So, ang inanap yung value ng M1 natin. So, to solve for M1, kung matatanda natin, meron tayong given dito. So, drawing tayo ng beam. Okay, then ito yung supports. Then, meron tayo ditong distributed load. Kasali na yung self-weight, ano? So, we have 2 kilonewton per meter. 2 kilonewton per meter. Okay, then yung length natin, 3.6. So, yung Mmax natin, so since, ano siya, kapag, ito guys keyword lang or tik-tik natin dito. Ano kapag walang binigay na kung anong klaseng support, okay? Kung simply supported siya or cantilever, walang binigay dito. Assume nyo na simply supported yan. Okay? So Mmax natin, for simply supported, we have WL squared over 8 kapag uniformly distributed load. Then substitute natin, we have 2 times 3.6 squared over 8. That is equal to ilan? So we have 3.24 kilonewton meter. So ito yung maximum moment natin. Okay, then next, solve natin yung M1. So we have M max natin. I-share yan ng paghatian niya ng dalawang moments natin sa upper and lower plank. So alam naman natin yung M1 over M2 is equal to 1/2, di ba? So i-transpose natin yung M2 dito sa right side. So we have 2M1, cross-multiply natin yan. That is equal to M2. Okay? So we have M1 natin. So we have M1 plus M2 natin, that is equal to 2M1. That is equal to M max. Okay, so we have 3.24 is equal to 3M1. Then solve for the moment at the upper plank natin. That is equal to ilan? So we have 1.08 kilonewton meter. So na-answer na natin yung part B. Okay, then yung ano naman, moment at 2 natin, that is equal to ilan? So kung in case lang, hanapin, so we have 2 times 1.08, so we have 2.16. Okay, yan yung moment natin sa lower plank. Then ano pa? So we have Part C, find the maximum bending stress in the lower plank. So, anong formula natin for the bending stress? So, we have FB is equal to MC over I. Okay? But kung titingnan natin, itong lower plank, naka-rectangular siya. So, anong shortcut formula natin for the bending stress ng rectangular section? We have FB is equal to 6M over BD squared. Okay? Where B is the width and D is the height. Okay? So, we have 200 for B. Ito yung magiging B natin. Then, 75 yung magiging D. So, substitute na lang natin. FB sa lower plank, that is equal to 6 times 2.16. Okay? Times 200 times 75 squared. Okay, so we have bending stress equal to ilan? 6 times 2.16 over 200 times 75 squared. So we have, okay, mali pala yung ano, tawag dito, yung unit natin. So dapat naka Newton millimeter to. So times 10 raised to 6 yan. Okay? Para maging, ito kasi, 2.16 times 10 raised to 6 Newton per millimeter. Ay, Newton millimeter. Okay? So yung bending stress natin dyan, so we have ilan? So we have 11.52 megapascal. So yan yung answer natin sa part C. Okay? So yan lang naman yung sa superimposed loads. Then meron tayong additional, yung ductility. So usually ginagamit ito para halimbawa kung kinukuha yung percent elongation nung ano natin, nung segment or member that is subjected to a load, okay? Particularly tensile kasi meron tayong elongation. Asa na yun? Wait lang ah. Baman natin. Tapos dito natin ilagay. Okay, so sa ductility, ano? So yung percent elongation that is equal to LF minus LO over LO times 100%. Okay, so naka-percent siya in percent. Where LO, LF, yan po yung length at rupture natin. Okay, then yung LO naman, yan yung original length natin. Okay, then, ano pa? So matatanda natin yung LF minus LO, that is equal to delta L. Okay, so how about sa reduction in area, that is equal to yung original area minus area at failure or rupture over AO times 100%. Okay, bakit? Kasi kung matatandaan natin, 'di ba? Halimbawa, ito yung originally, ito yung material natin, ano? At original length. So, ito yung cross section niya, okay? So, halimbawa, ito yan, then ito yung LO natin. Ito yung original area natin. Then, halimbawa, nag-apply tayo ng force T dyan. Okay? Then after elongation, di ba, nag-elongate yan. So, kung matatanda natin yung posons, okay, by posons ratio, so ito hahaba, pero yung girth niya liliit. Okay? So, magko-compensate yung girth natin. So, hahaba ito, okay? Pero yung, so ito yung LF natin, humaba, di ba? So, ayan. Then, yung girth niya is lumiit. Okay? So, ganyan lang for ductility.